Okay. Let's get this party started. I've been holding off on working on this thing for a bit. I need to move up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Into the chair. There we are. Sit in that chair. Alright. I've been meaning to work on this for a while. Things were a little crazy at the end of March. Okay. For those of you who are wondering if I'm going to make more YouTube videos, yes. Now that my model right here is done, I would like to make more YouTube videos. Not too many featuring this model. Too much of it being of this model. I figured this is more when I'm talking with the audience sort of thing, not me just interstitched, placed in the background at all times. I don't think that's the best way to make shit, as I have learned. Alright, a couple things I want to fix on this thing. This was, this is a commission that I was commissioned to do. I want to give this a lot more color, a lot more depth of color as well. Yeah. I think that's all I'm gonna be able to work on today. It's gonna be just like a lot of more in-depth coloring on this, try to get more detail, and possibly cutting it up. And then the fun part, I really like the live 2D animating. That's where I'm best. Oh man. Alright. Let's just keep going from like the top to the going down. I think I like the hair. The hair is nice. But, one of the things about, like, the anime style is, like, you'll have the shine, and then you'll, like, erase some of the shine. Like, here, let me show you what I mean. No, it's not gonna let me do that. There's hardly anything I could do there. How am I gonna be able to show you this more effectively? Oh, I'm erasing the wrong part. Doy. No wonder. There we are. Alright. Yeah, there we go. Now we're erasing stuff. We just kind of like erase to the sides of the shine. Like it looks a little bit more separated. The shine looks a little. Oh my god. I think my allergies are acting up. Just so slight. I can feel it in my nostrils. Like, I've got to... Like, the way that I've done this, I have 2 shine layers. I don't know if this is the best way to do it. This is just what I've done. But I'm going to, like, erase some of the edge parts of some of the shines and put, like, a little bit of depth of color underneath. That should make things look a little bit better. Let me see if I can grab some references of what I'm trying to make. Yeah, let me look this up. Like, a lot of other, like, hair is just a lot more simple. I've overcomplicated it for sure. That's pretty good. Let me see. God. I just want the image. I don't want to go to the website with the image. I just need a good reference image. It's pretty good. It's a bit of the stylings that I'm looking to replicate in this picture. I'll keep that tab open so I can take a look. How else do I want this hair to look? There has to be a lot of contrast. I want this to look, I want it to pop. I want the hair to pop. And I want it to actually look like hair. I feel like all these years that I've been doing art, I've never learned how to do art. Even though that feels really silly to say. I always feel like I'm constantly learning. And I've never truly learned how to do anything. I mean, that's how it be with, self-taught artists. Like me. Yeah, possibly a little bit like this as well. Okay. Let me see if I can replicate this kind of vibe. Yeah. All right. Like, if I've got a reference, I'm pretty good at art. But if I don't have a reference, I'm just trying to build off my imagination, and my imagination likes to go off in random directions and sort of make its own decisions. Like, it's a whole separate part of me that just says, what if you just put a bunch of color into a blender and just a whole bunch? That's how my brain works. I need a healthy dose of reality to slap me in the face every now and then, lest I get lost in my own narrative. Alright. Let's get this nice and... I want this nice and shiny. I want a little bit of dark shadowing to kind of come in between here as well. In the past of this model, at least, I turned my short hair on. That's why it looks like short hair, because I turned my short hair on by pressing the 2 button. Or 1. Oh, okay. There we are. Yeah, quick pro tip for anybody who's streaming and wants to make clips of the video in the future. Get a notepad and just mark down the timestamps. It's extremely useful. That's what I was doing there. Yeah, in the past, I had a shine layer for like a whole bunch of things. The only ones that really survived are like on the hat and on the shawls, like, trim. Everything else I got rid of because it looked pretty tacky. And it didn't end up looking how I wanted it to. But this looks pretty good. Okay. I am liking the look of this a lot better. Every time I make more art, I feel like such a fool that I hadn't had done the things that I had learned later. Like, obviously, I should get references. That's like the big thing of art. Always get your references. I need like a whole folder of stuff that I need to reference. Is that why people make all those like drop your PNGs here? And I'm like, I feel like that is clout chasing, which I don't blame them for clout chasing, because clout chasing gets you popular. Popular means you get money off to people by, you know, doing the things that you normally do, Patreon or whatever. And then you get to quit your job and do whatever the hell you like. Truly, our only enemy is the fact that we live in a society... I can't say that with a straight face anymore. The fact that we live in a society that promotes hyper-individualism and forces people to work shit jobs for shit pay in order to get basic necessities. I guarantee you, if basic necessities were met for most people, in at least in America, that's the only frame of reference I really have here, you would see a lot of people quitting jobs. Oh, you'd see a lot of people quitting jobs. What? I don't have to keep working in order to take care of my child? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna quit my job for a little bit. The only reason it's still around... It's still around. The only reason we don't have those things is because people want to make money! I need to get closer to the camera so that everyone in the future can know what a bloody socialist I am. I can confidently say this because there's nobody watching. No one's gonna turn on random video of the restreams, video archive of streams of random VTuber numbered 1002. Go past the 15-minute mark and go, haha, time to do a deep dive and try to find the red commies. Surprise. I believe in basic human rights. No, stop stealing recovery information. I'm trying to work. Am I working too much on just this one part? Yes. The answer is yes. The answer is yes. I am working too much on this one part. Let me see. Let me see if I can do a little bit more dark in between this. Yeah, I like that color, but I don't like that much. I think I'll like come by with a... Oh, this is Plock with the Sephiroth! This is the Sephiroth sound with the song with Plock sounds. I just now realized what's being played. Here, let me... Yeah, this is gonna look good. I say that. I feel like I ultimately am not the best judgment of character if something looks good. Like, I have genuinely thought to myself, should I get a professional to redraw my entire VTuber model and then I do the rigging because I'm way better at rigging than I am drawing? I mean, I'm good at drawing, alright? I drew this. When I look at other VTuber models, I'm like, there is something missing from my model. It's not boobs. Let's see what happens when I press... Yeah. It's It's so weird. My numpad, yeah. Oh, I know what that keybind is for. That's for the Yu-Gi-Oh hand. God. I can't play Yu-Gi-Oh casually. I get so competitive, I can feel my entire body convulse. I don't want to bring all that. I get angry. Angry at no one but myself for not being the best at Yu-Gi-Oh! The most important game in the world, Yu-Gi-Oh! How dare I not be the best? Let's see, I'll get... So... I feel like I really should have taken a look at a reference from the beginning. Because I'm taking a look at this dude's hair. It's pretty good looking. I'm taking a look at my hair. It's not as good looking. What am I missing here? That's like the big question on my brains. Brains? Plural? God. I figure like commission work isn't gonna get a lot of viewers, so I could just spout off a whole bunch of nonsense and be completely immune to any criticism. No one's gonna hear me say words here. No one's gonna pop into this stream. It's a Friday night. Everyone's going to the primetime stuff, so I can just say whatever. Babies should be allowed to eat guns. Corn chips should taste more like corn! I want to meet the chicken that lays the eggs that clowns put their faces on. God, hold on. You're gonna see my hair turn short because I'm putting in another timestamp. I'm incoherent today, as you can tell from the title. I think one of my, biggest issues that I need to work on more, is getting good. Okay, a little bit more in depth than that. I need to plan a lot better for my art. Because I sort of just dive into things too readily. And what ends up happening further down the line, I'm looking at the art when it's a little bit more done and I'm like, this isn't done. There's a lot of things I should have done a lot better with at the beginning. Case in point, my model right here. I think, I want to say 60% of my time working on this model has been correcting past mistakes. Whether that be art or rigging. It's just been me redoing stuff over and over and over. And I've learned a whole lot. And I'm glad that I've learned a whole lot, but I feel like the most important lesson I haven't learned, and the most important lesson, is that I need to plan more and use my big brain instead of being a small brain tiny bitch. Good lord. I'm hoping this comes across as, hair. I love this fingertip blender that I'm using right now. It does this kind of cool stuff. It kind of blends it all together, but it also kind of makes it an odd pixelation. If you notice here, there's something off. I want it to be a little bit sharper. I wonder if I can do that. Color stretch less, maybe? Yeah, I think maybe. Yeah, the hardness is, like, turned all the way up. Unless I do have to do backwards in order to get the... Do I actually have to do that? It looks no different. Just delete it all! No. Every time I'm looking at, like, some professional, some expert of their craft, I think to myself, I want to do that. I want to do exactly what I want to get as good as they do. But it's every time I see a professional. So I end up having a lot of, like, half-assed talents. I am a menagerie. A menagerie. Menagerie, that's the word. Hello. Hi. Hold on, I have a waving emote. Hello. Yes. I have, like, this a menagerie of loosely cobbled together talents that some of them interact, some of them definitely do not interact. So I'm very much jack of all trades, master of none. And I'm starting to believe that the second half of that statement, master of one, may be better than being master of none. Because the full statement is jack of all trades, master of none, but better than a master of one. And all I'm thinking is, but there is value in being the absolute master in one thing. And if you've ever been on a random YouTube deep dive and you found, like, a random dude who's an expert at welding, you realize, oh, there's a lot of depth to welding. How do you draw hair like that? It looks amazing. You apparently didn't hear me like 10 minutes ago where I was like, what the fuck am I doing with this hair? What the fuck is this? The answer to that is I plast a bunch of layers. Here, let me show you. All of those layers. I genuinely believe that many layers is not necessary. I'm just like plastering. That's the word. Plastering a bunch of layers until I'm like, oh, that looks good enough. I hope that one day I become expert enough in whatever talent I find myself falling into. So good at that talent that I'm able to explain to people how I'm able to do things. Because once you're able to teach something, that's when you truly master something. And that's not me trying to make a funny joke. No, that's a genuine statement. Once you're able to explain to people how something works, you completely understand it. Like, the reference that this guy, the person who's commissioning me, gave is just, like, a guy with blonde hair, and, like, not just, like, a guy with blonde hair, it was a Vroid model of blonde hair, so it was... Oh, wow, I'm at the end of my playlist. Back to the beginning! Robotics? Hey, guess what? I was actually the leader of my robotics team in high school. And I remember the quote exactly when they were interviewing us for, like, the what do you call that? The video newspaper for the high school, the people in the video club that I was also in, so it was kind of awkward to be interviewed by the people in the same class as me. I remember my exact quote when we came back from a competition for robotics. I was holding the robot in my hand, it was just this cube of a thing with wheels. I am surprised that we came in not last. I am very proud of that fact that we came in not last. Because I was in robotics for like 3 years before that, and guess what? Guess what place we came in? All those other years. Meanwhile, in all the other high schools that had they had hired professional engineers for their teams. They had some incredible designs on their robots, and yet I'm over here like, we have a box. It's a box with wheels. My advice is to hire a professional engineer if you want to win. Because as long as it's not against the rules, then Airbud, man. Airbud stylings. You won't find other things to know about robotics. Be willing to change your design on the fly. The reason that we got not last, we actually got 7th place out of 25, if I'm remembering correctly. Which, again, fantastic placement for the history of our robotics competitions, is that you had to transport a whole bunch of balls from one location to another using the robot. And so, yeah, big bucks! Big bucks! Don't overdo it! Big bucks! Wanna make Circus Baby for 5 Nights at Freddy's 5. Animatronics, I feel like they really genuinely do break down as much as they do in Five Nights at Freddy's. Simply because of the fact that the more moving parts that a thing has, the more likely it's gonna break down. If you like engineering stuff like that, I would recommend watching Mark Rober's videos. I'm sure you've probably heard of him. Very famous on YouTube. Other things to watch, Mythbusters. Mythbusters is, it's oldie, but it's a goodie. They go into the scientific principles and do some cool robotic stuff. I think one of the big issues with making humanoid robotics is you need to have strong enough servos to both lift whatever structure it is, and then also all the other servos and all the other joints. You gotta have enough torque and all that, torque and all that badunkadunk. But I'm also not an engineer. I think some of the more interesting stuff in engineering that I've seen has been coming from soft robotics. Where they make robots that aren't made with any metal. I actually don't know if that's the full definition of soft robotics, but it's kind of there was a robotic squid thing, and it was really cool. Because I feel like you could do a lot of cool stuff with it moved with fluid. Yeah. Everyone says you could do art as a second hobby or whatever. And that's good. It's always good to have, like, a nice hobby in the background. But I realized at a later age than I would have liked to admit that I genuinely love art more than I love science. Make stuff out of robots? Yeah. Like, I swear, if YouTube was as advanced as it is now, when I was a kid, I would have wanted to do robotics based on what I've seen on YouTube videos. The only issue is that robotics is expensive. You see these people with, lathe machines that are able to cut through some serious, metallic stuff like titanium. And like, a little kid in the backyard's not gonna be able to do that. Time for our sponsor this week, KiwiCo! Yeah, like, genuinely, if KiwiCo had existed when I was a kid, I would have been all over that shit. And I know it's all ages, but I am not... I understand the scientific principles about a lot of these things, so I'm not gonna be super interested in building my own trebuchet and, like, making my own headphones. Because I'm telling you, the headphones that you're gonna get in KiwiCo aren't gonna be some Razer stuff. They're gonna be KiwiCo brand headphones. Did you know that you could use headphones as a microphone? It's the same principle. It's a diaphragm that wiggles about and translates electronic signal to sound pressure changes using that diaphragm. It's bad. You listen to sound made from a what did I just say? Sound made from headphones, and it sounds really crackly and crumbly. But hey, if you're desperate enough, that's what I would recommend to use your headphones as a microphone. Hey, I had a playlist running. Here, let me find a random one. Here we are. There we go. We're back in the playlist, boys. Alright, there we are. Can you give me a ref sheet or an OC? I want to make fan art. Oh my god, I don't have a ref sheet! Oh my god! I just realized I don't have a ref sheet for my character! The reason I don't have a ref sheet for my character is because I've been making it all in Live 2D because all I've been doing... you want to see what happens when you don't plan out your character and you have to remake everything and fix everything together in Live 2D? This is what happens! This is it! This is what my model PSD looks like at the current moment! Look at this! This is why I haven't made a model PSD yet! Because this is what I look like! I haven't done anything with this yet! Oh my god! Oh my god, I need to... I'm learning by putting the card first! You make reference sheet first! Reference sheet first! Don't do what I do! Some of this, like, the hands on the side, these are, like, little accessories, like this. Like, you see how there we are. See how that hand, there we are. Hands on the side there, and then you'll see the hand right there. I haven't done the closed fist, because the closed fist actually doesn't look all that great. This belt, I haven't gotten rid of it from the base PSD, but I got rid of it on the model. This is the outside of the scarf that you don't see. I'm zooming out of my model here. Look at this. Before, after. Before or after. Oh my god. Here, let me like wiggle this around so maybe you'll be able to see the backside of the scarf. Nah, it's not twisting as much as I'd hoped. I need to fix the physics on the scarf. Oh, brother. And I'm sure I'm gonna think of something that I need to fix on this model again. This model is never gonna be done. Never satisfied. God. Alright, let's get back to work. Yeah. I gave you a chance to screenshot! I genuinely do need to make a reference sheet. If I were to recommend how other people should get a Vtube model, first, reference sheet. Hire somebody who does really good character designing and have them draw you a reference sheet. This is going to be expensive. This is going to be a very expensive process, by the way. Get a reference sheet. Then hire a Vtube modeler for the art. Someone who exclusively does the art. Because someone who does art and rigging, they're gonna be, at best, 80% of both. Even though, yes, that includes me. I am much better at rigging than I am at drawing. I will admit that freely, because when I draw something, I'm like, well, there is something wrong here, and I don't know what. But when I go to rigging, I'm like, I know exactly what I'm doing. It's a confidence thing, but it's also a genuine admission of talent. So yeah, it's like a 3-stage process there. Pay someone to design it for you. Get a bunch of references, too. Get a bunch of stuff of what you want it to kind of look like, vibes and stuff. The more references you have, the better. I'm speaking of for, like, all artists. The more references you provide your artist, the better the art is gonna be. The more reflective of what you want the art to be. That's how it's gonna be. Okay. It looks okay. I'm gonna decrease, excuse me, this a little bit here. Oh, I kind of like that coloring there. Yeah, that looks better. I like that. I have to also, like, make it not look, like, so crispy. So I have to, like, in order to make it less ordered and look like it's manufactured, I don't know a better word for it. That's the one that came to my head. I have to kind of, like, make it look a little bit more organic and random. Alright, this little center hair flip thing, yeah. Let's do the same thing here. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like the more time someone gives me to work on their model or any other art or something, the better it's gonna be. Not necessarily because I'm able to spend more time on it, but because it gives me the time to look at other people's work and go, oh, that is what I am doing wrong. That result is the same. I get better at it. But not necessarily the way that you would think. I realize, like, looking at other people's hair, that, like, you got, like, a shine up front, like, a little bit of shine up front. Then you got this border of shine here, and then there's, like, a little bit of darkness, and then it just goes to normal hair underneath. I feel like that's what I should do more. Hold on, let me go back up here. Let me add another layer. This is how it be. This is how it happens. Let me add a multiply layer. We'll see how this looks. Let me get this bigger. There we go. I feel like it needs to be a little bit more blonde because, I mean, the character is blonde. 8 awesome angles. Wow, I see the stop sign. I wonder if people can actually hear the song in the background. Because if they can't, I probably sound very odd. Screaming about Elmo. Hey, I see the stop sign. There we go. Ah, yes. That's better looking. Oh, I'm liking that a lot better. Without it, with it. A little bit more depth of color. I'm gonna decrease the opacity just a smidge. Yes. Let's add a little bit of shine to the top, just a smidgen. Yes, Beepus. I'm right here, Beepus. Is it? Are we working here? What's happening? Oh, I'm on the blur. I wanted this. Hey, that's a little bit too much. And then we'll lower the opacity a little bit. Yeah. I think a little bit less. Or maybe just normal add. And then... Ooh, that's a little bit more what I'm trying to go for. If I protect the transparency and then... No! 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 Is it gonna work? Oh god. I made my computer think too hard. Here, hold on. Let me fix that up. Maybe. Yes, that's what I'm looking for. Alright. Moving on to this. Come to make an announcement. Busy on the fucking face. Busy on the fucking mode. I wonder if anybody on Twitter understands the really dumb references I make. Because we all know, like, how Tumblr is, like, 3 years ahead of Twitter as far as, like, humor. That isn't so much as a compliment as you'd think. Not so much as a brag. Because, like, for today, you know, April Fool's Day and all that, Tumblr had a thing where you could just summon crabs. And it would be based on how many other people were summoning crabs. But on Twitter, it's like, nothing. Nothing's happening on Twitter. They're all cowards. They don't want to ruin their precious site with nonsense. Yeah, Tumblr's over here like, you want crab? You want a fucking crab? 'Cause, 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 Alright. How do you like that, Obama? I pissed on the moon. I hope that people understand these references, and I don't sound like I'm just absolutely batshit. I need a little bit more red on that, yeah. A little bit more saturated. Hand holding? Huh? Hand holding? What's happening? Hand holding is exciting? I mean, I guess so. I don't know what I said to make that comment. I have no idea what's happening. With a fucking crab! Oh, yeah. 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 With a crab. Hand holding with a crab. There we are. That's the common thread there. That's the train of thought. And now here comes one of my favorite songs. I'm turning it up here. I'm turning it up. I don't think this gets DMCA'd that much. Put down your chainsaw and listen to me. It's time for us to join in the fight. It's time for let your babies grow up to be cowboys. It's time to let the bugs bite. And put all your eggs in one basket. You better catch your chickens before they hatch. You better sell someone before it's time. You better find yourself an itch to scratch. You better squeeze all the shaman you can while Mr. Whiffle's not around. His head in the microwave and get yourself a tan. Talk with your mouth full. Bite the hand that feeds you. Bite off more than you can chew. What can you do? Dare to be stupid. Take some wooden nickels. Look for Mr. Goodbar. Your motor working now. We'll show you how. You can dare to be stupid. You can turn the other cheek. You can just give up the slip. You can eat a lot of sushi and forget to leave a tip. Dare to be stupid. Dare to be stupid. Louising, dare to be stupid. We're all waiting for you. Oh. He's on the light bulb's hand. His force in the mouth. Your potatoes can be your friend. Baby, I'll be a achiever. You can be around the house and watch. Leave it to Beaver. It's up to you. Well, what you gonna do? Be very stupid. Dare to be stupid. What can I say? Dare to be stupid. What did I say? Dare to be stupid. It's alright. Dare to be stupid. Stupid all night. Dare to be stupid. Join the crowd. Dare to be stupid. Join it out loud. Dare to be stupid. I can't hear you. Oh, I can hear you now. I like this version way better than the original. And the original I only know of because there was a H Bomber Guy video about a midlife crisis that he was having, where he's talking about Transformers the movie. Oh, speaking of crabs! Crab Rave gets super DMCA'd, but whatever, man. I'm not making money off this. Happy April Fool's Day, everybody! I'm the fool here! There goes beep boop bop beep boop 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 bop boop 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 bop beep boop bop beep boop 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 beep beep bop beep boop beep beep bop beep boop bop. some of this. Okay. Mr. Krabs. That's not what I put. I put as multiply. There we are. Yeah. Without you, it's just real. It's just without you. That looks way better. Let's turn this down a bit here. There we are. That looks a lot better. I'm liking this now. That looks more anime. This. I'm gonna have to cut this up. I'm kind of dreading how I'm gonna have to cut up the, all of those glasses bits. Oof. But let me go ahead and hide these so I can work on this. Let me pull up the reference for it. Where did I have that reference image? This, that's it. All right. It needs a lot more depth of color. Slam, and welcome to the chat. Yeah, those green grasses are fine. I'm gonna turn those off briefly. So much happening on these goggles. Okay, I see what we're dealing with. I have to like relearn what I did in the past of this model because I don't work on this model every single day. I take a break for like a week and I forget everything. Let me get... Let's see here, yeah. Then we'll add glow. Mom spaghetti. On the surface, he can calm and ready. Not bombs, but he keeps on forgetting. Yeah, a nice color on the rim, and let's also have one at the bottom here. This is gonna look so dope in motion if I get this to work right. Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs. Oh yeah, and another thing, if you try to make your own Vtube model, don't make the resolution tiny, otherwise you end up like this model that I'm using right now, where the lips are like really pixelated. So if I were to zoom in, I'm not going to. If I were to zoom in, you would see how bad it looks up close. Like, I could put as much work as possible on the rigging of this model that I'm using right now. Not the model I'm working on. On the model that I'm using right now. And it would not hide the fact that everything is at a lower resolution than it should be. And people can tell. And it's nigh impossible to change the resolution. What you'd have to do is basically just recreate the entire thing. Like, there's anything that has a keyframe associated with it, you have to redo all those keyframes. So if there isn't a mesh deformer that you can, like, put the new texture underneath, you gotta just make it all over again. It's like salad. You oversalt your salad, you start over. Thanks, WikiHow. Go play. I feel delirious from screaming so much. When there was nobody here earlier, I just kept screaming. I mean, it's appropriate for the title of this stream. Cause NASDAQ, move white girls like there's coke up my ass crack. Move white girls cause fuck it, I'll do either. I love pussy, I love bitches, and I should be running Peter and Adidas since the short shorts. Yeah, just over me. Yeah, I guess it ought to be my dick. Groceries. It's like the accent Martin, it's all about the over E. It's a fun. I've listened to these remixes so much that I kind of know the songs now. Let's see what I'm gonna have to do. Turn the speakers up tonight. Like, it's gonna look a little bit weird. I feel like I should increase the size of, like, the brown around here so that when I have to make it in Live 2D, I can, like, shrink it down to, like, a normal size. Because that's kind of how I'm gonna have to cut it out. So it's gonna look weird when I'm done with the art. Excuse me. Frame of reference. This. Like, this is the outside of the scarf. That's basically what I'm gonna have to do. That's the thumbnail that I was working on. For this. For the glasses. Like, I'm confident in my ability to figure out how this is supposed to work. It's just gonna take a lot of work. Fire through your skull. Lose control. In order to make this really good, I would have to cut up all of the individual pieces. Which, yeah, it would look really good. Most of the night. Let's go. This shouldn't be that bright. This isn't really a reflective surface, so I'll make it just that bright. Same with this down here. Let me get this a little bit bigger, and then we'll decrease the opacities of all this with this. Yeah. Oh, it's you know, nobody special. I'm trying to add a little bit more depth. This is what I worked on earlier this stream. A little more depth to the color here. I think it's gonna look really good once I finish making the colors a little bit more poppin'. I want the colors to really, like, really pop! I'm hiding these for now so I can work on the glasses a little bit easier. We're gonna finally do D&D this Sunday, and everyone's gonna have to catch me up because I've been, like, at work during game time. So I'm gonna be like, so, did you guys storm the castle? Gotta make these a little bit more colorful here, yeah. They probably just forgot. That usually is what happens to me. I need to zoom in more. What am I doing? Here we are. That's gonna look really good. Yeah, he's either forgot or he's asleep. That's how D&D be, man. That's how life be. Wish you could sleep. You got game! Just have part of the game where everybody takes a nap. Everyone comes back after the nap. Alright, cool. This is looking good. Yeah. Get these nice and shiny. Yeah, RP and nap session, absolutely. Do it. Just do a little bit of game. Have a snack moment, snack break, and everyone take a nap. Sounds lovely. This is gonna be such a weird thing for me to cut up. I think like I'm gonna spend like an entire stream's worth just cutting up this model, because that's what it's gonna take in order to cut all of this up. There's so much. Just for the glasses, there's so much that I'm gonna have to cut up and then fill in the blanks, basically. Because the glasses gotta move. Like, they gotta move. to the core, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes I lose myself on me. I'll keep adding up. I think I'm cracking up. I just getting up. I think I'm cracking up. Paranoid. Yeah. Zoom in a little bit more here. There we are. Looking good. Yeah, and then watch this. Doop. Oh, and that's another thing if you're making a Vtube model. Make everything symmetrical so that when you have to make large model stuff, you only have to do it half the time. With this model, yes, apply the transformation. Yes, of course. What am I doing here? With this model, it's not symmetrical at all. It's a nightmare. I don't know what I was thinking October of 2021, but clearly I wasn't thinking that much about the future. Yeah, there's a lot going on there, huh? It's so I can do stuff like this. And this. I wish I could make these waves a lot faster, but it synced up to my breathing. I could... wonder if I could sync it up with the idle animation, possibly. Maybe. I'll have to look at it later. I can't keep working on my model. I got other stuff to do. I like your funny words. I need to watch Clone High. It's a classic. I like your funny words, Magic Man. I can't do a fucking JFK. The voice isn't coming to me. My Shrek impression. onions. Right, guys? Impressions aren't my strong suit. Good thing I'm not a comedian, am I right? Ha 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 ha. I'd have to be funny to be a comedian. I keep leaning over too much. I know a place where the grass is really greener. Always wild. There must be something in the water. I've been chewing juice. I'll eat the palm trees. I think like most of comedy is a lot of confidence. That like you're landing the joke and then it convinces everybody that what you're saying is a joke. I really need to read the Mike Trapp how to write comedy sketch thing newsletter that I signed up for that I haven't utilized yet. Because I do genuinely want to do more comedy stuff. Like, I know I'm doing commission stuff, and I know I would like to do more commission stuff, but that's only because commission is a more steady amount of income than whatever the fuck I was trying to do on YouTube before. Which is kind of sad, because there are some people who are able to make YouTube work for them, and I just haven't gotten the luck. I think this needs to be shifted over like 2 pixels or so. Yeah, there we are. Let me also move this back over because this is... There we are. Okay. Hold on. Alright. There we are. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it does take actual skill. Like, this isn't to say, like, the people who've made it aren't talented. They are very talented at what they do. They are popular for a reason. They didn't just become super duper popular because they just sat in front of a camera and did nothing. They're actually doing stuff. And I hate to say it, but if they're a dude and they're male and they're white, they're gonna be a little bit more popular than anybody else because a lot of people are like, I don't want to watch something that is controversial. How about this guy who doesn't have any controversy going on in his life? That guy makes funny jokes. He could be the nicest guy in the world, be genuinely caring about a lot of other things. That's irrelevant to this conversation. A girl is gonna talk about girl things for their comedy because they bring stuff from their life, and people are gonna think, well, this isn't the default. What? Female? And it's like not even discriminatory. It's just sort of like, well, yeah, this is a different perspective that you have to think about sometimes. And some people just don't want to listen to that because they're just not trying to think, and because that's what comedy can be to people. It can be a very relaxing thing. I'm not trying to dig on anybody here. I know that sounds like I really am trying. I'm not trying to dig on anybody here. That is sort of just the nature of the beast in comedy. And it sucks. In a way, it kind of really does suck that that's how everything's a little bit structured. But you just gotta work with it, you know? You can't present some things that are like gonna make people think and just be like, haha, if you haven't thought about this, then you're bad. No one wants to watch that. Yeah, you're gonna get jokes and humor from stuff that you relate to. And for the longest time, I forget every time that song has no halation at the end. For the longest time, comedy has just been a male thing, so you're just used to male comedy. Nothing inherently wrong about it, it's just, that's what you're used to. And so for people who, like, aren't of the norm, they have to both play to that and make comedy that relates to their life. Because, yes, it turns out there's a lot of people in life that are white, straight males. But 'tis the nature of comedy. I think the best comedies are the ones that present a social issue and you learn about it without feeling like you're ever learning about it. Case in point, Discworld. Discworld is a fantastic series. I highly recommend to everybody. It's got 42 books in it. You don't have to read them all. You don't have to read them in order. They're just kind of disjointed. Some of them are related to each other. Some of them you do have to read before others, but a lot of the ideas in Discworld, they come from a place of trying to point out, like, odd things in society. Like, I just finished Feet of Clay, and that was talking about, workers' rights, and, like, how you should treat your workers, and what does it mean to be a human. But it never completely, like, points the camera at the issue and go, haha, this is what we're talking about! No, it just, it cleverly writes around that and lets you draw those conclusions. What? Bob, what the fuck are you talking about? What? What is happening, Bob? Leet Street Boys? What? You want me to play Leet Street Boys? Why is it that every time you guys come into chat, you guys want something absolutely buck wild and memey? Even though I'm playing some of the memeiest stuff, like, right now. What is Leet Street Boys? Am I gonna have to look this up? I'm curious now. You've piqued my curiosity. Alright, hold on. Let me look this up. Let me look this up, you saucy boy! Alright. You posted a link in chat. Hold on. What is this? What is this? This is gonna hurt me. I have to watch it all. Really? This is 10 years old. Isn't there an anime about this entire premise of having a cosplay girlfriend? Oh my god. This is just Manic Pixie Girlfriend redone. Oh my god. This is kind of cringe. Oh my god. Comments are turned off. I wonder why. Jesus Christ. Alright, dude, we get it. Hold on. Oh! Oh my god! I quickly downloaded the YouTube dislike re-putting on to re-disliking add-on. It's got 50% like to dislike ratio. Oh my god. I'm in love with my cosplay girlfriend. She's hot and boobalicious. She's got pink hair, and I like that. And she likes me a lot, and she doesn't have any personality, so I can project my feelings onto her, and she could be my therapist, and she's perfect in every way. I don't have to cater to her needs because she's perfect. That's what a lot of like the waifu stuff is. That the only real issue I have with like waifu stuff is like it's an unrealistic expectation of what a guy wants in a relationship. Not so much the boobaliciousness, but like the fact that the female is so perfect that she doesn't have her own problems that you have to work on as a human, like as the other person in the relationship, because it's like a conversation, you know. Both people in the relationship, they gotta work together to make it work, you know. And but if the manic pixie girlfriend's absolutely perfect in every single goddamn way, then you don't have to do all that. But then it's like, why are you in a relationship? She's absolutely perfect, and then she's with you, man. You gotta make yourself better. You gotta go to a professional therapist, not because I believe you need one, but I believe that everyone needs one in order to become, you know, like a more rounded person, can just kind of like get the cobwebs out of the brain, figure out, and, you know, just re-examine yourself and to take a perspective that you wouldn't normally take, and then to take a look at yourself. I've already done all the shading on this part. What am I doing? I'm rambling. So she can be my therapist. My manic pixie therapist sounds like the brand new isekai of the series. Alright, VTube therapists. There are some people who come into VTuber chats. I haven't had these people yet. There's people who come into VTuber chats who go, oh, I had a really bad day. No, it's not like that. It's more like, I've had a really bad day. Can you, like, cheer me up and stuff? And, like, they're human. Like, I know it's very important that we all lean on each other and we all help each other, and that's how we become a better society and all that. But if you got some stuff that you gotta work through, then maybe a professional would be better to deal with that. Not to dismiss all of your problems. Hotel, motel. This hypothetical person I'm arguing with. There is no person I've ever actually had to have that conversation with. Thankfully. Yeah, this is before. This is after. Nice depth of color here. Really liking that. Alright, I'm gonna duplicate this and flip it around to the other side. I'm also gonna have to... I fucked up, hold on. Motel, Holiday Inn. I'll have to do all of that. Bum, ba-dum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Da, da. I am like tuckered out already. How long have I been streaming? An hour and a half? I'm sleepy now. Not really, but like... Hey, maybe screaming like takes a lot out of you. The whole stream I just scream. Who'd like to watch that? Be scream into a mic for 5 hours. Yeah, that's looking good. I'm loving that. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Okay. Glasses are looking good. Turn off all that. Bangs. Look at that pink ass forehead. Hi, BB. Everyone, make a sitcom applause for BB the cat. BB, you want to say anything to the audience? Say words. Say words, BB. No, you just want love. I'm gonna jingle her bell a whole bunch. Have you been licking your bell again? It's all wet. It's all cold and wet. She probably just got a drink of water. That's probably it. It's cool up with her friends and I wanna say. It's cool up with her friends and wanna say. Pat your belly, 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 pat your belly. Yeah, you want some more pets? Yeah. This is what Todd Howard had in mind when he said playing Skyrim with one hand. One hand to pet your cat, and then one hand to play Skyrim. Am I right? Am I right, Skyrim fans? If they make another Elder Scrolls game, no, I'm not talking about Elder Scrolls Online. I'm just talking about, like, another Elder Scrolls game, like another Skyrim, because I know that's what everyone kind of wants, because Skyrim is sort of like that golden goose. What was my train of thought there? Are they gonna keep all the glitches in that game? In just the core coding of the game, as if it were a feature? Because it's integral to the brand at that point? Do you make a game shitty on purpose because people expect it? Would a Skyrim sequel be better if it was more stable? If it was a better game, objectively? Would it be a better game? My argument is no! Imagine a Skyrim sequel. Still got, like, the same number of people who are interested in making mods for it and stuff. It's big enough, it's interesting enough that people genuinely want to see the whole world fleshed out more with mods and stuff. But it's a more balanced game, glitches are fixed, they've actually had the time to make it genuinely fun and interesting, and it's a solid game. Do you think people would add mods to put the glitches back in? Mods that just corrupt your save file and make things glitchy on purpose? Let me put that to multiply. It doesn't change anything. Interesting. I think maybe, like, the better way to make VTuber art is to draw the character first, like with a reference. If you don't have a reference image and you just have like just a bunch of like ideas and you're putting them together and making the VTuber PSD, I think it'd just be easier to just like make the art itself first and then cut it up. Because instead of trying to think of it as like you're trying to make layers of hair and how you'd want them to work in in the rig, like what I'm doing here, maybe it'd just be better if you just made the hair. Made it look good as a singular image and then cut it up. I've gotta look at how other people do this. Cause I'm coming in with like no knowledge, kind of trailblazing my own path. And that's not so much of a noble aspect as you'd think. Cause trailblazers end up dying a whole bunch. And what I've done with this model that I'm using right now is die a whole bunch. Wonder if I could use like my other models. I think I still have my previous versions of this model saved. I could probably do some sort of showcase showing off all of the models I have made on my way to make this one. And you could just fully understand the depths of my stupidity. And here, my heart out, baby, waiting for someone to come. Looking for some hot stuff, baby, this evening. For some hot stuff, baby, tonight. Stuff, baby, this evening. Yeah, right here. Let's add another multiply layer to make this a little bit darker. It's another, I think a little bit more blonde. Yeah. Let's see how that looks with... Hey! That's not looking bad at all. I'm liking this. Brother. Hi, baby. You just want some lovin' tonight. This is hot stuff, baby, this evening. You want some hot stuff, baby, tonight. Baby, that's not a toy, that's my cord. Yes, thank you for licks. You're so sweet. You're so sweet, my sweet baby angel. Oh yeah, I have my Yu-Gi-Oh! Dual Disc arm up. Am I on the right one? Yeah, I am. some nice calming music. Instead of me screeching, why are you trying to play with my socks? BB, please. Please don't eat my socks. Don't. That's wires! BB! 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 I'm gonna stick Rowlet on you, BB! Don't eat wire! She already ate like 2 wires. Baby! Baby, that's a plastic bag! Baby! My sweet angel. Baby. Baby, don't you dare. Baby. Don't play with that. It's got wires in it. I don't- Yeah, that's a good girl. Lay down. Baby, what are you doing? Baby, I have to turn my head all the way around and then the Vtube tracking doesn't work on the sides. Baby. Baby. Baby, don't be bad. Her little fish toy's stuck on the door. Baby. Oh my god. You'll probably be able to hear it. I'm gonna have to start closing my door around you, baby. What are you doing? At least you're playing just with your normal toy and not the wires. Move this brush size a little bit higher. Baby, what are you doing back there? My sweet angel. If I turn my head around, and you've got your mouth on another cord, you're kicked out of this room. No, she's just playing with a mouse toy. Never forget the time that I found a strange red metal thing in her poop. And I have no idea where it's from. I feel like I recognize it from somewhere. I swear it must have been from her toy or something. And that's what I'm hoping it's from. Because the idea of her getting the inclination to start eating random things instead of something I could control, like her toys? Disturbing. Oh, those animals eating things they shouldn't be. I think the worst smell I've ever had to smell in my life was at a grooming salon for animals. I had to clean the drain. I smelled a lot of things in my days. It's probably the most or second most gross thing I've ever had to handle. I'm not going to describe it any more than that. Because Baby! That's a doorstop! My child! No, you are not eating that. Hold on. Young man. Lady, what are you doing? Yeah, that's right. Run out of the room. Oh my god. Trying to eat the doorstop. What are you doing? If you close your eyes, if you feel that things at all, and if you close your eyes, it feels like nothing's before. Are we gonna be an optimist about this? So how are we gonna be an optimist about this if you close your eyes? Hold on. 2, 3, 4. It's super weird that it's not symmetrical. Why isn't this symmetrical? I made it symmetrical to begin with. How did it get out of sync with itself? How did it get out of sync with itself? Well, if you close your eyes. Come on. Come on, there we are. I love my friends, oh how did we begin? With our sins, so I'm living down at the city that we love. Well, if you close your eyes, it'll always feel like if you close your eyes, it'll always feel you. How are you gonna be an optimist about this? How are you gonna be an optimist about this if you close your eyes? I think all I have to do with this is just add a little bit of some multiply bangs essence. I think I hear my cat just slapping into things outside this door. If the door's not completely closed, she could come in if she really wanted to. She's just in a very playful mood. She's just running in the hallways. BB! What's she doing, BB? Add. Yeah, there we are. That looks like hair. Sure. It looks good. And that's the important thing. Well, let's see here. Yeah, this is symmetrical. No, it's not. There we are. I'm just like stripping more and more of this flesh away, rendering this character down to its base core elements. Alright, let's make this tattoo. Hold on, let me normal. Yeah, there we are. And then hard lights. Yep. Let me go ahead and finish this tattoo up so that if I do have to like rotate the arm around, you can see more of the tattoo. The tattoo is going to be, against my better judgment, it's going to be a separate thing. It's going to be a little mesh thing on top of the arm that hopefully will rotate. Oh, you did a fan art of me? What? Did you, tag me on Twitter? I feel like this needs to be like a little bit more down. Yeah. Oh, on your channel. Because this is in fact on YouTube. Hold on, my brain's got to turn on for a second. If I go to my video, and then go to the chat. Dislikes disabled. Go to, how can I click your, how do I click your name? That's weird that you're not able to click people's name in chat. Let's see here. Hold on. Let me navigate through all this. I think I found your channel. I mean, it's got your icon and your name. I see some videos, some uploads. I don't see any posts though. It may take a while for it to show up. I'll give it a sec. Here we are. That's the reference I was looking for this thing. I wonder if I should have made this like just a normal ass simple image, just a flat tattoo, and then molded it a whole bunch around the arm. That probably would have worked a lot better. It hasn't shown up on your videos just yet. It's probably having to go through the whole YouTube process and stuff. It takes a while for YouTube to process things. Where's the eraser? I was hovering right over it the whole time. Need a little bit more fine detail cleanup work here. I can't sit idly, no, I can't move at all. Curse the name, the one behind it all. Discord, I'm howling at the moon and sleeping in the middle of a summer afternoon. Discord, whatever did we do to make you take our world away? Discord, are we your prey alone? Are we just a stepping stone from taking back your throne? Discord, don't take it anymore, so take your tyranny away. Discord, Discord. Yeah, that's fine. Ask away. Discord, letting go, the world is being torn apart. A terrible catastrophe. Symphony. Terrifying work of art. I can't sit idly, no, I can't move at all. I curse the name, the one behind it all. Discord, I'm howling at the moon and sleeping in the middle of a summer afternoon. Discord, whatever did we do? You take our world away. Discord, you're prey alone. Favorite color? I have a lot of favorite colors. You really threw me a softball, but it hit me in the face. I like a lot of colors. But I like blues, purples, and like pinks. A lot of like a lavender. Hold on, let me get a... I have the power right here to show you the colors that I like. Like something like... this color. Whatever this color is, I like this color. This is a nice color. This is a nice color. It's like bubblegum purple or something. I don't know. A lilac? Lavender's a little bit more gray than that. This is like a lavender. Lilac. Oh, that's a good color. I also like this color. And I also like this color. And I also like this color. Yeah. Maybe this color for accents. Yeah. Boop. Favorite animal? Alright. Alright, we're gonna have this conversation. Oh, I like a lot of animals. Now, the animal I vibe with the most might be a coyote, but I love wolves. But if we're talking about the animal that I like the vibes of, but I wouldn't like buy a shirt of because they don't exist, is the aardwolf, which is like a hyena. It is a hyena. It's a little small hyena that only eats termites. It's not like the spotted hyena, which is like kind of like scraggly looking and very muscular. It's like this little canine thing with a big poof of hair on its back. I like the aardwolf. I like the aardwolf's vibe, but I only like the aardwolf's vibe because it reminds me of a wolf, because wolves are cool, and I like the wolves, but I don't want to be a generic motherfucker and be like, oh, wolves, yes, I'm gonna wear a shirt with wolves on it. Because I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be like that kind of person that wears wolf shirts, even though I totally would be. But at the same time, I kind of don't want to. And I kind of like coyotes because I vibe with the idea of coyotes, but I think they're also a little bit scraggly, and I kind of like their scraggliness. They've got a scrappiness to them that I enjoy, but they are kind of a nuisance animal in the area, and I'm like, well, I completely understand people's hate of them because they are, a predator, and they do cause a lot of issues. I think they're like too much of a loner for my taste, if we're talking about like a favorite. But then we get like to the weird stuff of like what is an animal, and we're talking about like, bryozoans and like velvet worms, and I'm like, I vibe with these creatures a whole bunch. These are some good little creatures, but no, if you start talking about like a velvet worm, people are gonna be like, what the fuck are you talking about? I apologize if you guys don't like sour language, but I respect you guys enough to know that you guys know when to use cursed language. I believe you guys are mature enough, at least I would hope you guys are mature enough to know not to use cursed language in mixed company of people that you don't know or try to look professional with, and you're not gonna scream that out to your parents or something like that. Don't say motherfucker to a parent. They'll just be like, alright, so when are you moving out? Don't say fuck to a parent. And I like the canines. I like canines. But the issue is, there's a lot of canine out there. And I don't want to seem like a generic little person out there, like just like, ha ha ha, you like a DeWolf. And I'm like, yeah, because they look like friend. They look like friend. I believe that there's got to be some sort of innate human desire to tame wolves, because somewhere along the line it was more advantageous to humanity to see wolves as a friend, so they... not so, but like, that is an explanation to why dogs exist, is that there's some weirdly evolutionarily selected for part of our brains that just looks at wolves and sees friend, and therefore increased our survival by making friends with the wolves. That's my pet theory. I don't know if that's true. I would have to test that. But I genuinely believe that our interactions with wolves has increased our survival as a human species. And then they become the friendly doggos, and then the doggos, and then they're like, I'm a doggo, and then you get the real wolves that are still out there, and they're like, what the fuck? Can you imagine being a wolf and seeing a dog? You're walking around, and you're doing your whole thing, and you see a creature that is so much like you, but it's not you. It's somebody's sick joke of what you look like. I know there is eldritch horror of that exact situation, and it's so creepy. dog meeting a wolf in the woods. I mean, that happens. That genuinely does happen. And you know what happens is the wolf's like, oh man, wow, look at this cool friend. Or they kill each other. Furries. Alright, the furry question. This always comes up for some reason in my chats. I can't imagine why. Hold on. I can't imagine why this would happen as I fly off screen for a little bit. Excuse me for a hot sec. I can't imagine why people would talk about furries when I'm streaming. Golly, I can't imagine why people would talk about furries when I'm around. Oh, there's my cat. There we are. Oh my god, alright. You haven't heard the furry conversation, so I'm gonna explain it a little bit. I am not a furry, but I think the furries are very cool people. They are our foundation of the IT. Because, like, what, like, 50% of all IT workers are furries. I don't consider myself a furry. I've just been in the furry community for so long, I just know a whole bunch about it. Like, I don't consider... It's just like, I just don't consider myself a furry. I can't explain it other than, like, I've just kind of vibe with it. I just don't see myself as one. I like animal characters, but I don't view myself as furry. I feel like furry adjacent is a better description. Man, I could do a lot better rigging on this model. Man. God, I keep looking at this old model of mine. There's some things I'm really proud of this model, but the mouth movements could be a lot better. I could make this jaw open up a lot more now. The hair, oh, it's so flat, so bad looking. God. Yeah, that's awesome. I had a friend who did a dino mask for a Halloween one year. It was really cool. What she did is she got a whole bunch of foam. Just like some normal ass foam, and kind of made it into the shape of a dinosaur head. Not like a solid brick of foam. It was like, sheets of foam, and kind of laid them out. Excuse me. How do I describe how she did it? She, like, laid it out, kind of, like, formed it around to the shape of a dinosaur head. Like, you do the profiles first. And then you put, like, the stuff around it. And then she put a bunch of feathers on it. It looked okay, but apparently it was super, super hot on the inside. Which, like, shout out to fur people who are just, like, wearing those fursuits for so long. I could not survive. My ultimate fursuit would have a water cooling unit on the inside, a water heat exchange unit. Just a water pump that pumps cool water throughout the entire suit. And also jetpacks. I think part of the reason why I don't consider myself a furry is because I overthink it a little bit too much. Like, I think both furries and non-furries alike would identify me as furry. But I'm just like, I see myself more human than furry. Not like there is a distinction. Furry's more of like a just a culture, not so much a identity. Like, I've been around the internet for a long time. I've been on Neopets since I was a small baby child. I've been on the furry sites. They're cool. I still don't. It's like I walk like a duck, I talk like a duck, I must be a duck, and I go like I'm not. I don't know what to tell you. And that works too. You can start with a solid base and build off of that. I gotta tell you, the professional fursuit makers, that is some intense stuff. Yeah. See, I like werewolves. And the joke is... the joke is that I'm 3% furry. Because they're only a furry during the full moon, and that's 1/30th of the month. Oh, boy. Don't Cheezosaurus, macaroni, and a pecorino. What the fuck did I just do? Hey, that's because it's hard light. Hold on, let me go to normal. Yeah, there we are. That's the color that it's supposed to be. Bop. Bop, 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 bop. There we go. That's the tattoo. A scar. The scar I'm gonna need to cut up and put this top part onto the eyebrow. Where is the eyebrow? Macaroni oni and a pecorino oni, Cheezosaurus and a pecoroni. Here we are, eyebrows. Gotcha tuber? Gotcha? Gotcha tubers? What's a gotcha tuber? Are we talking about someone who plays gotcha games? Because I've got opinions about gotcha games. But gotcha tuber, are we talking about somebody who like only VTubes if someone like pulls a lucky pull? Do they play as somebody from a gotcha game? I have no frame of reference. Yeah, the scar looks fine. The shines of the eyes. Yeah, the eyes look great. They're pretty interesting. I'm wondering... Ooh, you know what I need? I need like some sort of like overlaying shine right here on these. And then I'll make it like a bright blue and just make a little streak. Greg, why not too much TV? These and appliances and gaming consoles, washer dryers, vehicles, and TV. HHH, Greg, I want everything else for Christmas. Appliances, things on sale. Sonic and everybody else. Oops, this is $9.14.99 TV. 2-minute Sonic Blu-ray. Our tech sale is here. Now through Saturday. About these characters. That makes vids about these characters on Gacha Club. Okay. Why is there a lifestyle for Gacha fans? That's very odd to me. I don't want to sound like an old fuddy-duddy, but why? Why are we so fascinated with gacha in that aspect? It's not healthy. Like, I don't like gacha. Like, the game could be really fun and all that, and I can understand that the game can be very fun, but if there's a gacha aspect to it, then there's part of the game that's like behind a paywall. It's behind a luck and paywall. A game that you're probably already paying for if you're putting some money into the gacha. And sure, it might be like a thank you to the makers of the game, but like that's why you pay for a game if you like the game and you want the game developers to make more. To me, I don't like the idea of having a culture around gacha strictly on the fact that gacha in of itself is not great. Now, the people making content off of gacha, like gacha tubers, I guess they're okay. They're doing something creative. I can appreciate that. I'm not a fan of gacha. I apologize to anybody who genuinely likes gacha, but to me, it's not healthy. Yeah. Like, people do enjoy gambling. I understand that, like, there is a thrill to it. I personally don't like gambling. I just don't like gambling, therefore I end up not liking gacha, but that's not the reason why I don't like gacha for other people. I've been around for a long while, and I can see how the game industry is looking at gacha and seeing a big cash cow and saying, alright, well, if we make games kind of half-made and put all the cool stuff behind money and luck, then they make a lot of money. And then the people playing the game get a worse experience. And I worry about that. There is a thrill to gacha, That's very, you know, just very human. I think we can all agree that winning something is very fun. I just worry that in the future we're gonna get, like, basically just gambling games. Is it gonna be all games? Obviously not. I just don't want people getting hurt through gacha. Your bald head every time. No. Like, I wish the add glow would work in Live 2D, but it doesn't. Okay. Then how would I do this? I'll decrease the opacity around here. Are we talking about the same gacha? Hold on. Oh, gacha without the T is something completely different. Oh my god. Oh my god. I thought you meant G-A-T-C-H-A. Gotcha. As in somebody pulling for a certain character in a video game where it's restricted behind a, you know, a luck paywall. Oh. I have no idea what gacha life is. Because you kept saying gacha without the T, and I was like, something's here. Something's up here. Oh, okay. Oh, this is... This is like Gaia Online for the new era. Okay, I get it. Alright. Okay, I mean, that's fine. I have no qualms here. Everything makes sense now. Yeah, that's all good. I can't imagine people making videos based off of that hurting anyone. I apologize if I thought, if you thought that I was, like, trying to dissuade you from making content. Don't give me those flashbacks. Oh, you want to talk about Gaia Online? Oh, you want to talk about Gaia Online? I feel like I spent a lot of my childhood on Gaia Online, but yet I did nothing on it. Where the fuck is this one? Yeah, this is that one. That's like what happens with every single thing of my childhood. I just kind of like spent time on it. What did I do? Lurked. This is with Neopets, it's with Guy Online, it's with Subera. You guys remember Subera? Oh, my cat's coming in. Oh, man. Because you can immediately identify the old Naruto fan based on their fucking avatar. Yo, some of the avatars of Gaia Online nowadays are really wild. I don't know if it's still around. I think, what, like 10 years ago, the economy crashed because they made it, like, pay to win through some complicated method that people just started generating a bunch of money. Okay. You know, making mods for a game that you like is one of the first steps of becoming, you know, a game developer. Because if someone's already made the whole everything for the whole game, if they've made the whole game, then you can see how it works by trying to mod it. I'm trying to find a good reference for eyelashes. Because there's like a certain way anime people do eyelashes. And I want to do that better for this. Let's see here. Okay, okay. Baby, what are you doing, my sweet baby girl? Are you trying to eat the stuff behind the door again? Bibi. Oh, you're over here. Okay, you're over here. Hi, Bibi. Come on up. Hi, my sweet baby girl. You want to jingle around? Yeah, my sweet baby. Oh, who's my sweet baby? Let me try to find some good eyelashes for what I'm trying to replicate. Let's see here. Yeah, something a little bit like that. Let's see, what else do we have here? I want like a close-up of a face. Because there's a certain way that the eyelashes like taper on the ends that I haven't really gotten a good handle on. Oh, yeah. Let me check if the art is posted. No, it hasn't yet. Videos, home. Nothing. Hold on. Something's odd there. Yeah. That's not supposed to be there. No, I'm not gonna make you a mod for a sec. Not that I don't trust you, but I feel like that sets a bad precedent. I wonder why it's not posting. Did you set it as unlisted? You may have set it as unlisted or put it as private. Yeah. Yeah, it makes a little taper on the end over here, and then they come up with a little thing here. That's what makes it look so cool. I don't know why. That's just what the style is right now. I do kind of like the style, so I'm gonna follow it. Okay. Alright, let's take a look here. Give it a sec to load, maybe. I'll give it a little bit more time to load up. It's not popping up just yet. And another thing, let me see. They also do something like this on the ends. And get a little bit more red. Yeah, that looks cooler. I don't know what to tell you, it's not popping up. Guitar. Toes and tiny noses, nice hair and tanner skin. Would it be too much to ask to see the world they're living in? Everybody tells me that it's old and fake mythology. It's a mystery. Anthropology. Human beings fascinate me over and over again. Be a swell to finally push a cart or drive a car. It's like us doing. We'll make it a little bit more flesh toned at the bottom. That's what I heard the story, don't really like. And let's also add eyelid underneath. Da, 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 da. Minasan. Yeah, I'll look that up. There we are. Hey! 3 minutes ago it pops up. Oh, that's cute. Let's see here. Oh, that's cute. Oh, I like it a lot. Here, let me put it on screen here. I can do this instead of having to screenshot it. Let me get this on here. I know there's a button for this. Browser source. There we are. Browser source. Yes, BB. Yes, BB. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no, it didn't work as well as I had hoped. I'm gonna have to screenshot it. Because for some reason, the browser, wants to... just autoplay to the next thing. Here we are. There we are. Oh, that's cute. I like it a whole bunch. I'm gonna put it over here. Thank you. That's gonna make my day. I got fan art. Yeah, that's looking good. Let me go ahead and... Every time I'm not petting my cat, she places her paw on me and just, she knows. She has trained me that means that she wants to be pet. Oh, my perfect little angel. You would never manipulate me like this. Right? Right, my child? Who's the pet now? Eyelash lower, let's see, this is going to be left side. Yeah. Honestly, it's a lot of practice. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of practice, but let me break it down. Let's see. Okay, let's turn off all those eye shines. Turn off the pupil. Oh, that looks like something, huh? And here's the eyeball. So what we got here is I start off with a simple sphere. And the things about eyes is you kind of have to think of them as like a little glass orb. That's kind of how I think of it. So they have a strange like reflection of whatever whatever light source is coming in from usually the top down into the sphere and like reflects on the inside and all this stuff. In real life, the iris doesn't look like this. A real eyeball it doesn't look quite as real. This isn't realistic. This is not a realistic eyeball. But in order to make it look anime style and crazy cool like that, you kind of just emphasize the stuff that, emphasize the eyeballness of it. Okay, basically you've got a dark streak at the top and a lighter streak at the bottom. One of the things that I like to do is I use color theory to have a darker color on top and a lighter color like on the color wheel. Like let me show you the color wheel over here. So basic color theory is like, so all of these colors kind of down here, the cool colors, those should be more of your shade kind of colors. It's not always the case, but they work better as shade colors. And these over here will be your highlight colors. Aww. That sucks. But at least you got some medicine. Medicine that helps keep you healthy. Oh god, my cat! Eating my hand. My baby. So, what I normally do is I have some sort of dark color, like a blue, at the top, and a lighter color, depending on what color the eyeball is, at the bottom. And I kind of just, like, make a donut with the future pupil in the center. I, like, use a lot of, like, the add layer. Like, layer stuff over here. Add will be something on this list. And then for this, I just kind of did the same sort of thing and did a whole bunch of lines coming out of it, like a burst. That's one thing that, eyes really do have. They have this strange striation radiating out from the pupil. That's, I believe, muscle tendons? Some sort of tendon that helps shrink the pupil and highlight things. And then add more just to make it more shiny. This is an add glow layer. Just adds more lines to it. Another add glow layer for more colors. This is some yellows, some oranges to add a little bit like a fire to it. This is another add glow layer where I put it around the iris. Now, around the pupil. There's two big things with eyes that I like to do. Around the pupil, I like to add a little line of something bright. It really makes the pupil pop, and that's kind of how the eye actually looks in real life. There's like a little lip around the pupil, because the pupil isn't a physical thing. The pupil is a hole. It's a hole in the iris. So if you imagine the iris like a very flat donut, the pupil is the hole of the donut. And on the edges of the donut, there's going to be a little light rim where the light is being caught. So this is what that is. And then, like, on the outside of the iris, I had a little bit of a dark line to, I just kind of, like, emphasize it. Just to make it pop. There's a lot of artists who don't do that, and it also looks really good. A darker line around the eyes gives the subconscious not expression, not interpretation, but impression. It gives the subconscious impression that the person who has those eyes is younger. I don't know why. It just does. It's one of those weird things that's how it'd be. I don't know why. It's fine. It's a fine message. I mean, yeah, you add a lot of layers. If what you're looking for isn't there, then maybe just add another layer of like overlay, add, multiply. Multiply, it takes whatever your color is and makes it darker. So if you're trying to color in with a white with a multiply, it's not going to work out so well. And there's like stuff like add or screen, which add like the lightness to whatever color that you're using onto lower layers. So if you're using like a black with a screen or a add layer, it's not going to show up as much. So like darker shading stuff, you use multiply or darken. I like to use multiply because it keeps the color of whatever you're using a lot better. For like highlights and stuff, I like to use add or screen with a light color. See, what was this? This is just like, instead of having this all be like a big bright yellow, I add a little bit more red back. And a little bit red up here to make sure that actually looks like a red eye. And then I add the blue rim around the edge. And there's like a weird like line in the circle of the eye sometimes. That's just kind of how I be sometime. Let's turn everything else back on. And there's that pupil. Just keep drawing. I still feel like I haven't found my art style. My suggestion would be to find somebody's art style that you really like, and use them as a reference. Don't trace over it because you aren't going to learn by tracing. Use it as a reference, break down what you like about their art, and pick out parts of it. Just parts of other people's art and be like, I like this, how they draw their eyes. I like how they draw their arms or fingers or whatever, and then just become the amalgamation of things that you like. And draw from reference. And then what you do is that you turn the reference off and then you try to draw from memory, and then you look at the reference again based off what you've drawn. One thing that you should do before you find your art style is to learn how to draw real life, because once you figure out the basics of art and how, like, proportions, just really basic stuff like how to draw cube, how to draw sphere, you can exaggerate those. And that's how you get a really unique style. You take the basics, you learn them, you get them good. You figure out how the basics work. And then you get abstract with them. And this is the same advice that I was told when I was starting out in art as a little kid. And maybe I skipped a couple of things and just tried to keep drawing instead of trying to develop a style. I would have been a better artist right now if I had started with the basics and actually tried to get my basics down really well. And by that I mean just draw from real life. Yeah, there we are. That's okay. Where was I? That's the other side. Eyeline, eyebrow, eyeshadow. Where was I? Hold on. You'll find an art style you like. Where was I? Hold on. What? Hold on. That's that eyeball. Highlight side, eyeball copy, eye white. Where? Oh, here we are. Eye lower left. There we are. Okay. I'm gonna add a little bit of a highlight here. Just kind of make like a little eyelid lip. I think this is a little bit too yellow. I can change that with the clipping layer. Let's see here. Let me get a little bit more pink. The fucking head. I have to cover it with my hand. It's so bizarre. Yeah, it's still too yellow. I'm gonna try hue. Color layer? How much is normal? And then I just decrease the opacity. Yeah. Decrease the opacity just a little. Nope. Nope. I liked it earlier. Yeah. Pipsicus. That's good. Eyelid, bottom lip. I'm gonna have to combine later on this. Because I want to increase the depth of color of the face, and I don't know what color that's gonna be later on. Let me move this up. Let me get both of these up. Let's get ready to rumble. Looks like I haven't cut out the eyelids yet. It's probably for the best. Okay. Now, let's see. I'm going to... Get all these over here for eyelash time. And then let's go ahead and flip horizontally and then move it over about that much? No. It's so weird that that is symmetrical, but there's some other stuff on this model that aren't symmetrical. What happened to the other shine thing? Oh. That's what happened. Hold on. There we are. Oh man, I used to be really sick as a kid. I still have, pretty sick, it's a lot of damage to my lungs. I'm pretty phlegmatic. I like to joke that if I were in, ancient... I say ancient, but I mean like 1600s, Humor's era London, they would prescribe me bloodletting for how phlegmatic I am. Basically, I've just got a lot of mucus because I used to be sick a lot as a kid. Which, it was allergies. It was allergies fucking me up so badly. And then I got allergy shots, and now, I don't have as bad allergies anymore. But it was super expensive, so I had to stop. Oh, right, that's right. This is what this is. There we are. Now these eyeballs look the same. Alright. Oh no! Well, that's not good! Yeah, when I was a kid, I thought I could be a pole vaulter. And I pole vaulted onto the bed. And then I was like, this would be very dangerous if I were, trying to do this at any other height, so I'd stop doing that. I was a very cautious child. And I don't think I ever grew out of that. I'm still a very cautious person. Oh god. Cautious to a fault. I've had people in the car with me who are like, you need to speed up, hon. You're going too slow. Let's see here. I want... Where was that reference I had? I don't know if I like the nose being so defined here, because a lot of VTuber noses, they kind of don't do that. They de-emphasize the nose a whole bunch. Then let's get this a little bit. Then I will shrink it a little. Let's What? Oh my god. glad you're okay now. And the funny thing is, you may do that at a later time in life and be like, I haven't learned nothing. Because truly that is the pinnacle of humanity. Let's go ahead and blur this a little bit over here. In fact, I'm gonna do this. Yeah. There we are. I'm liking that a lot. What I like to do for my models is have like a little line so that when the mouth is closed, there's like just a pursed line there. And it disappears the moment that you open the mouth. Other people would use lips. I'll give the guy a little lips. Little slight lips. Because I think people do appreciate that. Just a little bit. Hold on. Has to be like this very thin line above and below. Because humans have lip. There we are. Yeah, I mean, that's how scars be. I have a scar on my knuckle back from when I was a little tiny kid, and I opened a door and it just took a whole chunk of flesh off of my knuckle. And there's just like this little, not even a centimeter wide divot of skin that was missing. No blood. Nothing gory, it just, whoop, gone. And then it healed over time. That was a little bit bloody as it healed over time, but when it was done, it was just like this shiny scale on my knuckle. And now that I'm looking at it when I'm older, you can't even tell that there was a scar there, now that there's like normal-ass wrinkles in its place. But I can tell, like, the faint outline of that scar that was once there. Because, like, the edges are still there. They aren't these, like, sharp ridges of, like, this kind of like a hexagonal star sort of, lots of lines. It's got, like, a circular shape to it. And it's still got that little bit of shine that, scars have. But I mean, it's like, I would have to point it out to someone, and they'd have to look at it really hard in order to see it. Probably not gonna give a lip down. But what I can do, chin line, is do something like this. Mouth, line, part, down. I'll know what that means. This will move down as the mouth moves around and stuff. I'll move the chin line down a little bit too. Okay. Now we're on to the face. Let's turn all this off. Whee! God. Alright, now here comes the real intense stuff. The face is the bread and butter of this model. So I have to make this a French kiss a good. It's that shiny. Alright, let's see here. How do I want to do this? I think one of the things I need to do for sure, I don't think I like how the chin is. I think I want to, hold on. How do I want to do this? I know how I'm gonna do this. Hold on, cancel. I want to do that, and then 5 and 5. Yeah. Move in these cheeks. Move this up a little. So it kind of like flattens it out a bit. You know, scars can be kind of cool. They tell a story. You could lie about how you got the scar. They weren't there. They're not gonna know that you ran into a wall. And let's bring in this a little. This over here a little. Yeah. This a little out. This a little out. This a little in. A little in here. Maybe this will work. The only way to get better at lying is to lie some more. Yeah. It's easier to be truthful than it is to lie. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna turn them all on real fast. Wah! Yeah, that's better looking. I like that a lot better. Alright, time to turn it all off again. Give myself a promotion. Let me get rid of this. Yeah, hold on, let me just, yeah, it's transparent, get rid of that. Yeah. Excuse me. Get rid of the nose, because I already have a nose. Ooh. Hello here. Oh, right. Let me turn that off. Ah! Ah! What the hell? Oh my god, I put so much color onto that layer. This is blinding. What the hell? That sounds really good. It was a snack mix I guess maybe like a year ago or so, that had chocolate covered marshmallows and graham crackers and gingerbread men taste flavored things and stuff, and it was really good. I really liked it. But then I never ate all of it, and I was always saving it, and I was just like, maybe one day I'll get back to eating this. It never happened. So it just stayed in my pantry. Just kind of sitting there. Unloved. Okay, let me see. How do I want this face to be colored? Something a little bit more... Yeah... Definitely need to blur some of this out. Fine, I guess I'll use this. Increase this, yeah. I do love a good trail mix. Trail mix is good. I'm getting a very tired time of night. Trail mix is good. I like a good trail mix. Lesson in trickery. This is going down in history. Just we wanna be a villain number one. To chase a superhero on the run. Da 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 da. Ba 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 ba. Let's see. I'm pretty sure I can do white to blend it in. Yeah. Because I didn't get famous, big air quotes around famous. I gained my 2,000 followers by making, Mabim Bam animatics, which I only really did because I thought it was fun. But I didn't want to be known as a Mabim Bam animatiker, so, someone who makes, Mabim Bam content exclusively. I didn't want to do that. So I stopped making animatics and just tried to do some of my own stuff. And all my other things that I've done haven't gotten a lot of popularity. Because people don't want to see things that they don't know about. They like Mabim Bam because they know about Mabim Bam. My brother and me, by the way. Yeah. People like things that they already know about. So they're gonna look up, oh, I'm gonna see if anybody's made the clip of this, my brother and me, comedy bit. And they'll look it up and they'll see my stuff. And they'll be like, alright, this is cool. Subscribe, maybe, and maybe you'll see more. But then I'm like, well, I don't want to be known as that, and I also want to do my own thing. But nobody, like, seeks out your unique stuff unless they relate to some portion of it. So if I were to do something about Pokemon, they'd be like, hey, I know about Pokemon. I'll watch this thing on Pokemon. So I've been trying to do stuff like about Pokemon and stuff like that because I like Pokemon. I like to talk about Pokemon. But even that hasn't had a lot of success. But I'm streaming here instead of Twitch because I do have those 2,000 subs. And maybe some random person who's subbed to me will be like, hey, I'll check out one of these streams. And then they'll realize I'm not doing a Bim Bam animation. And, like, just hop off. Like, alright, guys, I see how it is. You're only here for Bim Bam. You subscribe for one thing, and you're getting another thing. I get it. Cause I'd do the same thing. I would be like, I don't want to be here. I'm like, okay, fine. I want to do my own thing, though. God, I gotta make that video about Pokemon eggs, because I have very interesting insights. I like the insights. They're also very stupid. And I'm fully aware of them. Okay. Let me blend this a little bit better. Because I don't want it to be too stark of gradients here. Part of your solution isn't ending your pollution. I think I do need to turn on the rest of the face again. Hold on. Because I need to... what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking the eyelids and stuff from the face, cut them out, and then just have like a blank part underneath. But I need to have the eyes in order to be able to draw around them. Oh, that's a sideburn. That's a sideburn. Don't need that. Yeah, I appreciate that. But I do genuinely want to do stuff that other people will enjoy. I think there's some things that I could do that satisfy both the general wants of the community and what I would want to make. What the hell am I doing? Hold on, I forgot to do this. Hold on, turn off all these. Wanna dance again. I have to make it symmetrical. Okay, there we go. I'm doing it symmetrical based on where the chin is. Okay. What I want to do here is I want to have a lighter color. Get a nice light pink up here. For the eyelids. And then have, let's see here. How do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? I want... Yes, that's what I want. That's what I want. Okay. Let's get a little bit darker. Put this over this. Yeah. The thumbnail art? Nah. Don't worry about that. I got it. I appreciate the offer, though. Just being here and chatting is support enough. Hold on. I need some cheek action. Let me get some much lighter color right here. I think I'm gonna finish up this face and end for the day because it's getting late. This is a lot to do. Okay. Let's see. Let me go ahead and flip this horizontally. Oops. Is it gonna duplicate my layer? No. There we are. And now let's flip horizontally. let me go ahead and get this nice and blurred up here. I'm like going at weird angles, so my model is like, what are you doing, buddy? I'm like, yeah, I know. And then I'll also add some blush. Just a little bit. Just something to make the cheeks really pop out. Okay, something like this, and then overlay did like nothing. Yeah, 22% looks good. And then let's flip horizontally again. Okay. I wanna... I think that's good. I think that's good. I think that's good, yeah. Okay. I'm liking how the face is looking right now. This is good. This is a good face. I like this. Let's turn everything else back on. This might be all that I'm gonna do today because it's getting late for me. Yeah. That looks pretty good. Might be a little bit too pink in the blush. I'll fix that up a little. Where is that blush? Here we are. It looks kind of sullen without it. Hold on. Can I do like something here to make it look more normal? You know what it might be? It might be this. Let me... There we are. That's better. Then I'll blend this in a little bit over here. Yeah, how about that? I'm liking this a lot. Yeah. Now I just need to get the rest of the body the same color tones and stuff. Yeah, the eyes are looking great. I'm liking the eyes. But everything pops. You can definitely tell what I haven't worked on for these final touch-ups. Like the back of the hair looks kind of gray and doesn't pop. And the rest of the skin doesn't really pop. I think I'm gonna leave the pants and all that. All this looks okay to me. I may, yeah, I'll definitely need to... oh yeah, I definitely need to add a little bit more detail on this. Make some of those pop. But yeah, I'm getting really close to cutting it up and then rigging it. Alright. In that case, I'm gonna end things here for today. Thank you everybody for coming out, saying hi. And also, for the fan art, thank you so much, Floofy. Thank you. It's very good art. It's very good. I love it. I'm gonna eat it. Hump. Hump, hump, hump. 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 Eat your art. Hump, 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 hump. Hump, 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 hump. Alright. Yeah. Thank you. It's gonna look great. This is gonna look super cool when it's all done. I don't know how I'm gonna do the goggles too much, but I think I know what I'm gonna do, and if I do it well, it's gonna look really cool. This is gonna have like a million parts to it, but it's gonna look really cool. Okay. Good night, everybody.